Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot back at you again with another video. I would like to thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and all the support. And thank you for those of you who've been booking readings with me. It is truly appreciated, okay? So as you guys could tell by the title of this video is going to be about what do people say behind your back when you're not around. Okay, so for my pile number one, you're going to be the yellow teddy. Pile number two, you're going to be the pink teddy. And pile number three, you're going to be the red teddy. So pile number one, the yellow teddy. Pile number two, the pink teddy. And pile number three, the red teddy. Okay. So pause this video if you must and meditate on the card or the teddy that you feel most drawn to. You'll be able to find your timestamps in the description box below, and I'll see you guys at your pile. Hi pile one, welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot back at you again with another video. So my pile number one, you picked the yellow teddy, and this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way I like to do this is I like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pile or previous readings. So my pile number one, what do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back when you're not around? So my pile number one, let's see what we have for you here. We have mystic. It says light attribute, light attributes reveals in intimate union with the divine. So they definitely say that you are mystic. So you could be I'm getting Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or have that in your chart. You're highly intuitive here. I feel like some people are a little bit intimidated by you because of the fact that you have esoteric knowledge, or you also could tap into certain energies that maybe some people may be frightened of. Wow, I can't even speak. Frightened of. So what do people say behind your back when you're not around? We have the Ace of Wands. Okay, they say that you are extremely creative, passionate. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. Some people may say that you may not come off as too exciting or too engaged whenever you are around them, or even like in a conversation. You may keep to yourself. You may be a little bit reserved. Yeah, I just saw the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, they say that you are reserved. With the Knight of Pentacles, you're extremely cautious. It's not that you're not exciting or you're not passionate. It's just that you are like very selective with who you share that energy with, who you share your passion with, who you share like your thoughts with. So you're extremely cautious. This is what people say behind your back when you're not around. And it's like, I feel like some people, they kind of feel like you know when they talk about you, or whenever you enter a room and they stop talking, they kind of like have a feeling that you know they were just talking about you. That's why some of them are a little bit intimidated by you. So what do people say behind your back when you're not around? Yeah, you see Queen of Cups, Queen of Emotions. You are highly intuitive. you're very caring, very nurturing, okay? So it's not like you're rude or anything like that, but you're just very cautious about who you share your feelings with, who you share your thoughts with, who you share like your time with. It's like you don't mingle with just anybody. And this is what people say behind your back when you're not around. Some people feel like you are a snob, or you're cold, or are emotionally detached with the Queen of Swords. But I'm getting, it's just like you're protecting your energy. If you are highly intuitive, it's kind of like bad spiritual hygiene if you allow a lot of people around you energy, because they could drain you easily. They could send you like bad energy, evil eyes. So it's good to protect your energy. I just saw a card that flipped over. We have the Wheel of Fortune. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Some people say that you are extremely lucky. We have the 10 of Cups. Yeah, like you only allow people in your world or in your life that you feel like a strong emotional connection to, with the 10 of Cups. So like a close friend, close family. And it's like, it's hard to be in your personal space, or it's hard to get to know you on a personal level. Like you are extremely guarded. That's like the main energy I'm getting here. I just saw the 7 of Wands, but it didn't come out. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do we have here? We have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles is an energy of somebody who is beautiful, somebody who is compassionate, somebody who also likes to take care of home, take care of family, down to earth. So this is what they say behind your back when you're not around, that you have a down to earth personality. You're not stuck up. You're extremely humble, I'm getting. This is what they say behind your back when you're not around. But it's that cautious energy. That's like the heaviness that I'm getting here for pile number 1, is that you are extremely cautious. It's like, I'm also getting like with the mystic energy, some people feel like you are like a witch. For some people, they think that of you. Okay, this is what they secretly say behind your back when you're not around, that you are a witch. Or it's just like, you could see right through them. And so, like I said, some people are intimidated by that. Yeah, we have the Hermit. You like to spend a lot of time alone. Like you don't really vibe with them, or you don't really talk to them. I'm getting like it could be people at your job, people in your environment. It could also be your neighbors that say that behind your back when you leave. Like, so let's say if you bump into them in the elevator, or if you bump into them in the streets, or when you're going to the mailbox, you just say chit chat, but with the other neighbors that they're more comfortable with. This is what they say behind your back when you're not around, like that you are very cautious, or that you keep to yourself. Maybe that you are lonely. Some of them, they may say that behind your back when you're not around, that you are lonely, or that you may not have a lot of friends. But I'm getting like, it's not even that. It's just you prefer to spend time alone. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back when you're not around? My pile number 1. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? We have the Magician. So this is the reason why I'm telling you, they think that you are a witch, because you spend most of your time alone, and you're really good at manifesting things or speaking things into existence. And I feel like some people may have seen you in your manifestation state, and this is what they say behind your back when you're not around, that you are, I'm really like, you are a witch. I'm not saying like that they're saying that you practice dark magic or anything like that. It's just more you're in tune with spirituality. You're in tune with yourself. So this is what I mean by when they say that they feel like you are a witch. We have the King of Pentacles, financial stability. You're grounded. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back when you're not around? We have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, some people say that you could be married. That's the reason why you're a little bit reserved, or that you mind your business, is that you do have a family to take care of. But it's like, the thing is, I'm getting like, it's like people speculating about you and your personal life and what you got going on, because they don't have access to you. You're really closed off, or you leave everything up to interpretation, because you don't give them details, or you don't give them information when they try to pry in your personal business. So this is what they think based on what they know of you, not what they actually like. It doesn't have to be the truth, whatever they know. It's what they think that they know. Okay, with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. But I'm getting like some people feel like you could be married or in a committed relationship, and that's the reason why you're a little bit closed off, or you're just respectful to your partner. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Okay, that's way too many cards. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Yeah, you see the Knight of Pentacles again, that you are cautious. Because the Knight of Pentacles is a cautious energy, slow and steady, somebody who pays attention to detail. You're extremely detail oriented, so it's kind of hard to play mind games with you. With the Knight of Pentacles, what do people say behind your back when you're not around? Wow, we have the Wheel of Fortune. They feel like you are extremely lucky because things just happen to you naturally. You're able to manifest things into your existence without like too much effort. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Wow, we have the Ace of Cups. Like you have a healthy amount of self-love, or people just love you. People gravitate towards you, even though you keep to yourself, but people just tend to gravitate towards you regardless of like whether or not you want to talk to them. Just there's something about your energy that is very appealing or very nurturing as well. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups, so it makes sense. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do we have here? Wow, you see, we have the Devil and the Nine of Pentacles. You're self-sufficient with the Nine of Pentacles. You are beautiful. You have like a really beautiful style. You're very alluring. Didn't I say there's something about your energy that draws people to you with the Devil? You could have Capricorn in your chart, but you definitely have this alluring energy. We like this excitement in you with the Page of Wands. Like you excite people. They just, whenever they are in your energy, they can't get enough of you. They can't, even though they try to hide it, but they're very drawn to you, even sexually, with the Devil. You could definitely have Capricorn in your chart because we do have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. We have Hermit, so Virgo energy. So we have Earth energy here, heavy. So this is like another thing that draws people to you. This is what they say behind your back when you're not around, is that your energy is intoxicating. It's like breathtaking. They can't get enough of you, even though you may reject them or you may be cautious, but there's something about you that keeps drawing people in. Like I'm getting like you have secret admirers as well that are trying to get your attention, but because of your cautious nature, it's kind of hard to get to know you. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Yeah, it's a challenge to get to know you. Five of Wands. Obstacles and challenges. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Yeah, we have the Death card. We have the Strength card. Okay, so this is another card of being alluring with the Death card, Scorpio energy. You're influential. This is what they say behind your back when you're not around. Like you influence their action, you influence their thought. Like you not like being open to them or being like, I'm getting like, it's not like you're not friendly. That's not what I'm saying. I'm getting like you have a cautious energy. So when people approach you, you question their motives. And also with the Mystic energy, you could see right through them. You could see their intention even before they speak, even if before they approach you, based on their energy. And this is why some people, they feel like you might be a witch, because like you could sense that energy and it's intimidating to them. But at the same time, they can't get enough of you with the Devil and the Death card. They keep being drawn to you, but it's definitely a challenge to talk to you. It's like, wow, we have the Empress. So definitely your beauty is intoxicating. And this is what they say behind your back when you're not around. It's like people that you may see on a day-to-day, people at your job, people in your building that want to get to know you, that want to be your friend, but because of like you keeping your distance and you're just not talking to anybody, or like prefer to talk to specific people, this is how they feel. But you do have an influence on them with the Strength card. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Yeah, we have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, that you are emotionally detached. We have the Queen of Swords twice. Okay, this is what they say behind your back when you're not around, that you're just emotionally detached, that even though underneath it all, you're very sweet, very nurturing with the Queen of Cups, but to some people, you just come off as like cold and emotionally unavailable. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Yeah, we have the Page of Pentacles, another cautious energy, because the Page of Pentacles is like friendship energy, and it's also like breadcrumbing, giving a little bit at a time, not like showing yourself fully. And this is what people say behind your back when you're not around, that you're very cautious. That's the main energy I'm getting here, because we have the Knight of Pentacles twice. Now we have the Page of Pentacles. But you're just, that energy that you emanate is just intoxicating. They can't get enough of it. They can't they can't stop thinking about you or being drawn to you. Every time they see you, they want to talk to you, even though you may not want to. They just feel drawn to your energy constantly. And I feel like your name is in a lot of people's mouth. Like, people talk about you constantly. Okay, so what do people say behind your back? Okay, that's way too many cards. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? My pal, just one please. My pal number, yeah, you see, now we have the Page of Wands in reverse. It's like you're not excited. It's not like you're not exciting. You're not excited to be around these people, or like you don't show your emotions with the Queen of Swords. So you may come off as being bored, not passionate, not engaged with the Page of Wands in reverse. This is what they say behind your back when you're not around. It's like you're not really interested in engaging in the conversation that they were having before you walked in the room, or you're not, like, whenever you give a response, it's like a one word response. It's like you're not trying to continue the conversation or engage with them. So this is the reason why they feel like you're just closed off with the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my pal number one. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in my next video, pal number one. Bye. Hi, pal two. Welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot, back at you again with another video. So my pal number two, you picked the pink teddy, and this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way I like to do this is like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pal or previous readings, okay? So my pal number two, what do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back when you're not around? So my pal number two, what do people say behind your back when you're not around? So pile number two, what do we have for you here? We have Rebel. It says light attributes, challenges authority to effect social change, rejects spiritual system that do not serve inner needs. So people say that you are a rebel, that you walk to the beat of your own drums, that you don't follow trends, you set the trends. This is what they say behind your back when you're not around. I'm getting like even some of your family members, they think that of you, like you may not, it's not like you don't follow family tradition, but there's certain things that you do not agree with that your family practices that you do not practice yourself. Maybe with your children, you're not passing down this knowledge or this like doctrine to your children. So I'm getting like you are a rebel with a cause. So maybe some of you like Bob Marley. So what do people say behind your back when you're not around? Yeah, you're super strong. Okay, with the strength, you have integrity. You do the right thing when no one is looking. We have the Five of Pentacles. You're not afraid to leave out people out in the cold if need be. This is like the rebel energy. You are extremely influential as well. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Yeah, you see, we have the Six of Wands And we have the Nine of Wands. You are extremely strong. You are a warrior. This is what they say behind your back when you're not around, that you are extremely successful, or you are destined for success with the Six of Wands. They definitely see the potential in you. They see the growth in you. They see the skill set, the talent, and the determination. So what do people say behind your back when you're not around? Yeah, we have the King of Wands, that you are passionate, that you are a self-starter with the King of Wands. You're extremely skilled and talented. Yeah, that's why they feel like you are destined for greatness, pile number 2, the people around you. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back? Wow, we have the Emperor that flew out. You're destined to be a boss. Like, you are an emperor. You are definitely a leader. You could have Aries or Leo in your chart, because this is what we have here. This is what people say behind your back when you're not around. And they also say that you have great leadership skills with the Emperor, that you're meant to lead people and you're not meant to be a follower. This is why I'm getting like that rebel energy. You're meant to question the status quo. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back? What do we have here? We have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, they're talking about your future, what you're destined to become if you haven't become it yet, or if you are already in that energy. They speak highly of you. They feel like, I'm also getting this like family members with the Ten of Cups that are speaking of you like as such, and they are proud of you. I'm getting like, even though they may not tell you face to face, but they're definitely proud of you, proud of everything that you have accomplished with the King of Pentacles. The fact that you are grounded and you are daring, you dare to dream, you dare to try with the King of Wands, and they're extremely proud of you. This is what they say behind your back when you're not around, especially at family function. When you go to family function or family dinners and everybody's talking, some people, like, they may even call you rebel in your face, but I'm getting like it's as a compliment. They wish they could do exactly what you were doing, or exactly what you like dare to do, because I'm getting like you did something that nobody in your family ever done, or you went against the grain, or you went against what your parent wanted for you, and they're extremely proud of you for doing so. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Yeah, you see, we have the Lovers. You made the right choice. And we have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Hierophant. You see, family tradition. But you're definitely a guru, a master at your craft. This is what they say behind your back when you're not around. Like, your family says that about you. They feel like you are definitely somebody to look up to, that's setting the trend or setting the pace for the next generation, the path ahead for the next generation. And I'm really like, they're very proud of you, even though you went against what they wanted for you, but the result of your action is proving that it was the right choice with the Lovers. And I'm also getting like you made the right choice when it comes to love and relationship with the Lovers. I feel like maybe you were pressured into getting married young, if you are a woman here, and you chose your career or you chose yourself over marriage or relationship. And I feel like it was the wisest choice for you, because I feel like maybe there is a pattern, generational pattern of women in your family of marrying young and giving up on their dreams, and you chose not to do that. And they're very proud of you for not doing it. Like, you really set the trend for the other generation. So what do people say behind your back when you're not around? Yeah, you see, we have the Queen of Wands, Queen of Inspiration. So definitely you are an inspiration for your family. I'm really getting like it's your family that are talking behind your back, but they're saying good things about you because of like the decision that you made to not follow into the footstep of your elders, for taking a different path for your life. And then this different path led you to becoming an emperor, to becoming an empress, even though we don't have the empress here, but emperor and empress is just similar energies, but feminine or masculine energy. So whether you are a male or female here, this is what it is. Like, your family is so proud of you. They won't say it to your face though. I feel like they're too prideful to say to your face that they are proud of you. They're proud of you for not making the same mistakes or the same choices that they made in the past. But definitely, this is what they say behind your back when you're not around, that you've made something out of yourself. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Didn't I say you chose your career over love? With the Queen of Swords, you put your emotions on the side and you focus on your business with the Eight of Pentacles. And this is why you are financially stable now, or you are on the verge of becoming financially stable. They definitely talk about your work ethics behind your back, like that you are extremely skilled, that you're very talented at what you do with the Eight of Pentacles, and that you are extremely intelligent with the Queen of Swords. You knew every step of the way what you needed to be done in order to get to where you are today, and you made it happen on your own. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back? Okay, that's way too many cards. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back? Yeah, we have the Ace of Cups. You chose yourself over anybody or everything. With the Ace of Cups, like you have a healthy amount of self-esteem. And I'm getting like some people wish they had your stamina, they had your drive or your determination to follow suit, or if they were rebels like you. Like some people, they made fun of you for being a rebel or looked down on you for being a rebel, but now they're looking back and they're like, they wish they had the guts. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Yeah, you see the Ten of Pentacles. That you continue the family legacy, or that you're financially stable, that they're proud of you for doing this, for setting the trend. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Five of Wands. That you are extremely ambitious with the Five of Wands, and you overcame all the obstacles that were meant to challenge you with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe some of you were in some sort of poverty, maybe like at one point in time when you decide to rebel against your family or your tradition or things that they wanted for you that you didn't want for yourself. Maybe they left you out in the cold, or they turned their back on you, but you were able to overcome that or come out on top without their help. This is why I'm getting like they're very proud of you for doing that, for trusting yourself, for believing in yourself. And this is what they say behind your back when you're not around. Like they're extremely proud. I'm really getting like they're extremely proud of you. Even your ancestors are proud of you for like, you know, like delivering them from like a generational pattern, especially for the women watching here. And for the men here, I'm getting like your family is very proud of you. What they say behind your back is that they're proud of you for becoming a man, for like taking your financial responsibilities serious. Okay, so if you are a father here, you taking care of your children, you taking care of your family is making your like extended family very proud. So like your parents, your siblings, they're very proud of you, but they won't say it. And this is what they say behind your back. You became a man by stepping into the plate, because you are definitely a provider. With the with the Ten of Pentacles, you're definitely a provider. And we do have the King of Pentacles, so like a provider energy. So what do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back when you're not around? We have the Moon card, highly intuitive, Pisces energy. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Wow, we have the Ace of Wands, that you are extremely talented. Wow, we have the Empress. So definitely with the Empress and the Emperor being here, they definitely feel like you have a amazing balance of feminine and masculine energy. You're highly creative. This is why like I feel like maybe some of them might be a little bit jealous of you, because you are extremely creative. Like you're the first to ever do it in your family. This is what I'm getting here. Or the first to ever do it. If it's not your family, it could be like close friends that are talking behind your back, and they're just proud of you for accomplishing things that they were just only talking about but never dare to do it. Like you stepped outside of your comfort zone and you made it happen. without any complaints. Even though the going was tough, even though it was stressful, you still made it happen. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back when you're not around, my pal number 2? What do we have here? We have the Page of Wands. And we have the Two of Wands. One more card, Spirit. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Just one. What do people say behind your back when you... Wow, we have the Devil. The Devil is not always about toxicity, because it could just be somebody who is very focused, very determined, disciplined to get things done. And this is what people say behind you. Like, they say that you may be like a little bit obsessed with your work, because like I said, you gave up. Either you gave up on, not like completely on love or relationship, is that at one point in time, that was not one of your main priorities. Your main priorities was you working on your business, working on your career, working on your finances to become financially stable. I'm getting like there could have been like a pattern in your family where, like I said, women decided to give up on their dreams and goals to become mothers and become wives. There is nothing wrong with that. I'm getting like these women, they kind of regret doing that. They kind of regret like not listening to what they wanted to do. It's not like that they want family, that they didn't want children or get married. It's that they wanted to chase their dreams first and then get married and then have children. And I'm getting, this is exactly what you did, or that exactly what you're doing. And even if you have children, or even if you are married, you did not let that stop you from still chasing your dreams. And this is the other side of you that some people, they say behind your back when you're not around, that you overcame that. You did not let like family or people in your family tell you that it's not feasible. Some of them were probably telling you that, oh, you can't do it because you have a kid, or you can't do it because you're married. They're giving you excuses as to why you couldn't chase your dream at the same time. And you proved them wrong. And some of them are saying that behind your back, that you are obsessed with the devil. You're too focused, or that maybe you don't have some sort of balance when it comes to work, life, family. But I'm getting like you do. You really know what you're doing. You are very disciplined in your approach. Okay, like don't let these people like make you feel guilty for chasing your dreams, because I feel like you have a really good balance. You're able to do it. It's just that they couldn't see the way out, or they couldn't see a way of doing it, but you can. You broke the chain. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my pal number 2. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number 2. Bye. Hi, pal 3. Welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot back at you again with another video. So my pal number 3, you picked the red teddy, and this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way I like to do this is I like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pal or previous readings, okay? So my pal number 3, what do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back when you're not around? So my pal number 3, what do we have for you here? We have Queen. Light attributes, radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. So they definitely say that you are a queen, or you come off as a queen or regal. You have a regal air to you. You could have Leo in your chart with the queen, or like just it doesn't matter which sign, but I'm getting like it could be like just you embody Leo energy. You're very confident in yourself. You are intimidating. This is what people say behind your back when you're not around. They definitely find you intimidating. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do we have here? Yeah, you see Queen of Pentacles. We have the Hangman in reverse. What do people say behind your back when you're not around, my pal number 3? We have the World. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back when you're not around? We have the King of Wands and we have the Emperor. Okay, so definitely boss energy. You're very talented. You're extremely skilled. You are beautiful inside and out. This is what people say behind your back when you're not around. People gravitate towards you. They love your energy. They definitely feel like you come from a different city or different country with the World card, or that you're well traveled. They really enjoy being in your company. They really enjoy having conversation with you. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Yeah, you're a great team player with the Three of Pentacles. You're really fun to be around. Like if you are a manager or you are a supervisor, they really love to work under your supervision because you are very fair in your dealings with the Emperor. You definitely are extremely protective of like your team. Like it's very fun to be around you with the King of Wands. So like you make the workplace, the work environment extremely fun, relaxed. Okay, so it's like you motivate them to give the best that they got the whole day. So like you're one of the best managers there if you are a manager, or if you are a team lead, or if you're not none of the above. I'm getting like you're really great to work with. So people like are like, you know, let's say if you work in a place where people could see like when you work, like they could see your shift, people are excited to know that you're going to be in today. Okay, what do people say behind your back when you're not around? We have the Queen of Wands. So you definitely have a really good balance of feminine and masculine energy. They say that you are extremely beautiful, very handsome here, whether male or female, but you are extremely beautiful, extremely attractive. This is why I was getting that regal energy, that Leo energy, but you don't have to be Leo, like I said earlier, but you really have this enticing energy. Okay, this is what people say behind your back when you're not around. We have the Empress. So your beauty, you're extremely beautiful here. You are creative. This is what they say behind your back when you're not around. Yeah, some of them, they like praise the, like, yeah, they praise you. Like they kiss the ground that you walk on. Okay, what do people say behind your back when you're not around? Wow, that you are highly intuitive with the High Priestess. Some of you could be tarot readers here, and I feel like there's people at your work, at your job, that say like behind your back that you might be a tarot reader. You may not have told anybody that you are a tarot reader at your job or in where you live or you're in your environment, but they kind of know. This is what they say behind your back when you're not around. Like they have a feeling that you do tarot or that you read tarot. Okay, with the High Priestess. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind? There's too many cards falling at once. Just one, please. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Thank you. We have the Knight of Cups, that you are extremely charming, that you are a pleasure to be around with the Knight of Cups. That's what I'm saying. Like you're a really good people person. You have great customer service skills. Even the customers, they love you. If you are front facing, or like you are in a store where you get to see the customers face to face. Like some customers, whenever you're not at work that day, they come and ask the managers about you or ask if you're working, and they speak highly of you. They really love you. They really like your customer service. They like that the way you interact with them. You're very sweet. You're very knowledgeable as well when it comes to the products and services that you offer in your store. And this is what they say behind your back when you're not around, like especially the customers, they praise you. So I feel like you get a lot of positive feedback for your services that you render in the store. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Yeah, like you're extremely giving with the Six of Pentacles, that you are very, like I'm getting very knowledgeable. That's customer service. Six of Pentacles is like similar to customer service because it's a number 6 is a card of service, number of service, and you really offer a lot of help when you are in the store. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty. You're not afraid to engage with the customers, and they really love that about you, and they give you a lot of compliments behind your back when you're not around. to your managers if you are not the manager, okay? And if you are the manager of the store or you are in a management position, they definitely speak highly of you. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back when you're not around? We have the devil. Okay, pile number 3. You are seductive. People say behind your back that you are extremely seductive or very sexy. With the devil, you are alluring. I feel like there's some of you, you have like some of your colleagues that have a crush on you. If you are not the manager, I feel like maybe your manager may have a crush on you, but there's definitely somebody that's feeling you at your job with the devil. And this is what they say behind your back when you're not around, that like just your energy is very alluring. But I'm getting like on the flip side is that you are extremely determined. You're extremely disciplined with the devil. You get things done in a fashionably manner. Okay, you are productive with your time as well. This is why they feel like you have great leadership skills or management skills. What do people say behind your back when you're not around, my pal number 3? What do people say? Okay, let me move my cup before I spill it. So what do people say behind your back? Okay, that's way too many cards. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? We have the Fool that came out. We have the 4 of Cups, that you're not boring. Like I said, you are exciting. We have the Fool, like you definitely walk to the beat of your own drum. You're optimistic. This is what they say behind your back when you're not around. Yeah, you're very fun to be around with the Page of Wands. You have very like this a magnetic energy with the Page of Wands, but exciting energy, optimistic energy. So this is why people like to work with you. This is why they ask when you are working or if you're in. And when you're not in, people feel bored. They feel like they're missing out, or they feel like you should be in. Like they really miss you all the time whenever you're not around. That's especially at work. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say? Yeah, you see 6 of Wands, successful, victory. What do people say? Like they praise you. Like people behind your back, they don't say anything bad about you. They really love your energy with the 6 of Wands. They praise you. They speak highly of you. They say that you are somebody that's great to work for. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Okay, that's too many cards. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Okay. Just one, please. No, just one. What do people say thank you? We have, wow, we have the 2 cups. Didn't I say? I told you, there's somebody that has a crush on you. That you will be the perfect partner. Yeah, because we have the Emperor and the Empress. I'm telling you, there's somebody at your job or somebody around you that has a crush on you. And this is what they say behind your back when you're not around, that they want to date you. They want to ask you out. But I'm getting like some of them, they might be afraid that you may reject them, or that it might be a conflict of interest because you guys work together. And they're wondering, what I'm getting, what they say behind your back when you're not around, they're wondering if you are in a couple or if you are in a relationship with the 2 cups, if you're single. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Because they want to ask you out. Yeah, just, wow, you see the devil again. I'm telling you. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Just one card, please. Thank you. Oh, they give me 2. Whatever. We have the 9 of Pentacles. I'm just going to take it. The 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So they're wondering if you are a eligible bachelor. With the 9 of Pentacles, this is what they say behind your back when you're not around, because we have the 2 cups, and we have the 2 cups is a couple, and the 9 of Pentacles is somebody who's single. So they're wondering if you have someone in your life. This is what they say behind your back when you're not around. And I'm getting the reason why they're asking is because sometimes you may work overtime with the devil. You may work like overtime or double time. It's like you're always working, or you're like, you maybe have 1 or 2 days off. So I'm really getting like you work all the time and long hours when you do. So this is why they're wondering if you have a lover, because you definitely live a life of luxury. You are definitely abundant. So you may come to work with like really beautiful clothes or like jewelries, or you have a really nice sense of style, very classy, or your hair or nails are always done. Okay, so this is why I'm getting like they're asking questions about you, and we definitely have queens, so it definitely makes sense that you have this regal energy to you. But we have the Two of Swords. It's like they don't know with this Two of Swords. It's like you're leaving everything up to imagination. Like they can't really figure you out with the Two of Swords. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? We have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. I'm telling you, some of them, they feel like you have a love already. Like there's no way you can, like somebody that looks this fine, this good looking, and is still single. This is what they say behind your back when you're not around. This is why some of them, they're kind of hesitant to even come and ask you if you are single. They don't want you to take it the wrong way. And also they don't want you to know that they're checking you out. We have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, they're very attracted to you with the Ace of Wands. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? Yeah, we have the High Priestess. We have the High Priestess again. Yeah, you're highly intuitive. This is what they say behind your back when you're not around. Yeah, we have the High Priestess twice. Okay, Cancer energy. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say? We have the Ten of Wands, but it's in reverse. We have the Two of Pentacles. That you're very skilled, that you may juggle a lot of responsibilities. Maybe you have like an active social life outside of work. This is what they say behind your back when you're not around, because you're doing so many things. And we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands in reverse is like letting go of a burden, letting go of a challenge. It's like you're not like, it's not a burden for you to handle all these responsibilities. You handle it with ease, you handle it with care. And I'm getting like they're wondering how you do it. What do people say behind your back when you're not around? What do people say behind your back when you're not around, my pal? Just one card. What do people say? Thank you. What do we have here? We have the Page of Wands. Exciting again. You're extremely optimistic. Yeah, you have this positive vibe to you, and this is what they say behind your back when you're not around. Like pile number 3, the people behind your back, they speak highly of you. They sing you praises. Like they praise your name. Like they give you your props. Okay, they hand you your flowers. This is like how they talk about you behind your back. They talk highly of you. They respect you as well. Like they respect you enough not to pray in your like personal life or give you space whenever you need the space. And they don't try to question you when certain things are happening in your life. They give you that space, that respect, okay, that love. Like I'm really getting like you're highly respected in your workplace or in your environment. If it's not work, like let's say if you don't work with people, or you may not even talk to the people in your workplace, I'm getting like people around you, maybe in your neighborhood, maybe in your community, that think like that or speak highly of you behind your back. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my pal number 3. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number 3. Bye.